We begin our meditation today. Let's begin in the joy of knowing that we exist in the Supreme Divine. That we are the light. Our essence is limitless, timeless, changeless, and the source of abundant joy. At the very center of being, at the very core of being, this is our essence, limitless, timeless, changeless, joyous being. The goal of meditation is to realize this, to come into the awareness of it. It is already existing. Our essence is already existing. That is what we are. The goal is to begin to perceive it, to recognize it, to experience it as our reality. Everything that you perceive with the human senses is not real. It's continuously changing. All the creations of the mind are continuously changing. That which you are is beyond mind. It's beyond change, beyond time. We need to acknowledge this as our very reality. And at least if you cannot acknowledge it completely, we must hold it as a possibility until we realize it. That's the goal of meditation. To open up to the realm of possibilities. To open up the perception to experience that which is already there. I'm speaking to you from that space. My words are not a product of the mind. My words come from the experience of that reality. The continuous experience of that reality. And I seek to welcome you into that space with me. We exist in the oneness of being. Bodies might be different. Personalities might be different. But beyond that, in essence, we exist in oneness. We are meditating in a co-created field that is held in oneness. Your identity exists in me, and my identity exists in you. Let's hold this in our meditation. Observe the straying mind. Observe the fluctuating emotions. Observe the unbalanced energies in your field. They're not you, nor are they your reality. Observe them. And seek to bring your energies in balance and to be detached from identification with the mind. Let your I acknowledge that changeless space within you. Join me there. Use the breath as I've taught you. Masterfully use the breath. You know the sequence. Belly breathing improves the vitality. Chest breathing and heart focus bring you into the emotional space. Throat focus, medulla focus, brow focus brings you into the quietness of the mind. Ujjayi breathing helps you to manage the energies in the field. You're the master of the field. You're the source of life. Stay with me in that space. Repeat affirmations if they help you, mantras if they help you. I've taught you the Soham mantra, Om Guru mantra, Om mantra. Hold the awareness, the mindset of your existence in the divine. And follow the guidance that appears in your field. As the ego, your identity, opens up intuitively to the inner space. Stay with me in that process. Let's meditate together in the silence. I'm with you. You're with me. We are with each other. Even with eyes closed. Even physically distant. Our energy beings connect in the source. Instantaneously. Slowly open your awareness to the physical field through the body. You're not the body. The body is a vehicle composed of the elements of nature. Cellular intelligence. You're the driver of the body. The mental you, the emotional you, the vital you. You are the driver of the body. You are immortal. The driver, the soul, is immortal. It's of energy, subtle energy. Open up your consciousness in your soul being. And from that center of being, that center of seeing, experiencing, open your consciousness to the world around you. Observe very carefully the experience. Physicality. You're experiencing that in your soul, the grossness of the body, the warmth of the body. The operations of the body. Observe it. That's not you. That's the vehicle that you occupy. Learn to use the breath to influence it. Breathe into the belly as you open up the lower lungs. Breathe into the chest as you open up the middle lobes. And breathe into the upper body as you open up the upper lobes. Manage breathing. Your physical senses that you use to perceive your world will become energized. Open up your lungs to the atmosphere. Open up the body consciousness. Delight in bringing more air into your lungs. Experiencing the effect of more oxygen in your body. Delight in bringing prana through your nadis into the body. And observe how you feel. Focus at the root, at the sacral, at the navel, at the heart, at the throat, at the brow. And ego becomes more awake to the world around you. Your ego is in a karmic play. And this entire day is going to unfold in that karmic play. Open your consciousness to the karmic play of this day. Seeking to meet it not as a battle, but as a play. Not as a battle, which stems from ignorance, but as a play that stems from deep understanding of the field, of the driver, and of the purpose, of the soul. Open up your consciousness to this day, to your active day, and to the karmic play. And let's do a centering, affirmative prayer. I center my consciousness, my ego consciousness, in the source of my being. That part of my existence that is beyond the ego, beyond the me, the I. I center. Using my ego power, I center in that infinite space within me. That space of all possibilities of thought, emotion, desires, intentions, I center myself there. And I hold that center with the intention that my every thought in this day, my every word, my every action emerge from the light. And be a source of light, a blessing to my world. My ego gives thanks for all the blessings I've received, and I pray to continue to be worthy. I end my prayer in peace. Aum, peace, peace, peace. Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to Sunday and its magical energy experience. It's a delight to speak with you again, to meditate with you, and to be with you in this co-created field of being. Welcome to this day in the karmic play. I hope you've been nourished by the meditation, and I deliberately brought more silence to it, less guidance, that you may navigate the play on your own, on the inside, of course, not on your own, but using your ego. What shall I say to you today and this Sunday? As I was thinking about that before coming down, my thought immediately ran to the thought that the wise seeker accepts the play as it is. Seeing meaning and purpose in the play. The wise seeker, the ignorant, complains, fights, struggles. The wise don't. The wise surrender to the play. knowing that the play is perfect. Knowing that everything that appears before us is divinely orchestrated to challenge us to grow in consciousness, as the purpose of the play is evolution in consciousness. Every person that you meet has a purpose. Every relationship, every interaction. Whether they challenge you, whether they support you, they have an important purpose in your play. Are you willing to see that? Are you willing to accept every situation in your everyday in the awareness that it's divinely orchestrated just for me? Just for us. When you begin to see with those eyes of wisdom that the divine is meeting with you at every turn, the divine is communicating with you interactively as you act, so it responds to you in perfection. As you begin to see that, life becomes a play. A play. No matter what I may struggle with, and of course, I struggle in a dark yoga. In an individual sense, human sense, because I have to work with a body that's limited. It is challenged by genetics, environment, pollution, poor food, processed, pollution of the environment, water, air, poor energies in the space, the people you mixed with, the spaces you get involved in or experienced. It's toxic every day. I don't complain. I seek to change what I can. But most importantly, I affirm my immortality in this space. I am not the body. I'm not the changing mind, nor the thought pattern that I use. I'm not the role that I play. The body I accept. I support and sustain it in every way possible, in the limitations of the space. And I'm in gratitude for it. I've learned that the pranic power that we generate from our intentions, from the mind, from the breath, from the emotion, they have awesome power when they're filled with light. So I continuously love my body. I continuously hold my body. In a loving, respectful relationship. Understanding its frailties, its limitation, its aging process, and ultimately its demise. It's within a timeline. But it's not me, it's my clothing, it's my suit, it's my armor, it's my vehicle, it's not me. So every day, in every way, I seek to stay in the awareness of the driver that I am. I am the immortal self. I am an energy being existing in the light. I have the power over thought. I have the power over emotion. I have the power over intention. I affirm that power within me. I am the soul. I am the light. I exist in a source of all possibilities in every moment. And in that field, I open my mind to the play. In the awareness that my nature is bigger than the ego. My true existence is in the beyond. My true reality is in the beyond. But it's in this individual existence that I am in. I'm limited in my awareness of the fullness of that space. But I can live in complete unity with it, like a spark in a fire, like a drop of water in the ocean. The essence is the same. And that gives me, my ego, my individual being, enormous strength. That even death I fear not. Whatever the challenge is in this space, I meet it in the light. Not in darkness, in the light. And even when I do not understand something, I open myself intuitively to the light. And even if the answer doesn't come right away, I accept that I may not be seeing it just yet. But I know that I will. Because my divine self, my higher self, is going to stay with me continuously until my eyes are open. That assurance I have. My divine self loves me, cares for me, takes care of me, secures me. All I have to do is stay aligned to it. So I make sure that I stay aligned to my divine self. Whether it's through the witnessing process, observing in and from my divine self, or whether it's repeating a mantra to keep the mind charged up in a toxic environment, or whether it's just to manifest love in and through my voice in everything that I say and do. But I continuously use the tools that I have to generate light in the space. And that holds me in the light. How can I cry darkness when I'm connected to the light? We need to understand and appreciate the darkness of the yoga. We need to understand the purpose for which we have come in a dark yoga. It's for the highest level of evolution, the greatest cleansing. It's an amazing opportunity for growth. That's why we come into a dark yoga. It's not because we are a victim of existence and the yogas, no. We have been given the marvelous opportunity for greater growth. If you appreciate what I'm saying today, and if you hold this awareness before you, life is never the same. I don't expect that all of you will understand this in the way that I'm saying it. Not that everybody in our world will understand it. But if you who do, you give me strength to keep on saying it. You give me purpose of being in this plane. Because slowly we're going to grow together in the light and create a fire that is unstoppable as we ascend to the higher yogas. That is the work of the Blue Star. That is the purpose of the existence of Sri Vasudeva on this planet. I hope you will continue to join me in this journey to self-enlightenment and to the co-creation of a better world. It's not going to happen in a day, nor even a lifetime, nor even many lifetimes. But it's going to grow by the every day, by the every lifetime, as we ascend to yogas. Stay with me. Stay with the Blue Star. I didn't intend to name this organization Blue Star. I was given that. Stay with the Blue Star. So I look forward to meeting with you in conversation this evening, my time, this afternoon. I love when I send material for you, you read it, you contemplate it, and you make yourself ready for conversation. I want to hear your voice. You've written to me beautiful emails, those of you who did. And I'm sure those of you who didn't have it in your mind, what you'd want to say to me. But don't hold back your voice, because everything you say has meaning and purpose. And even if you don't understand it, I will show it to you. Just say it. Don't be afraid to let your voice be heard. I enjoy these conversations tremendously. They give me purpose. Speak to me. Let everyone benefit from the conversations we'll have. And I've deliberately chosen the subject because it's the path that we are on. It is a path to the future. It is a path of unity. It's a path of energy and consciousness. It's a path that is scientific. So I look forward to seeing you this evening in conversation. Ultimately, I'm going to create a group that I can take the subject further. So as you speak with me, as you write to me, I begin to see the depth that you have, the desire that you have to grow. And I'm going to support you in going to the deepest level that you can. That's my plan. Stay with me. Interact with me. Let me see that you're serious about growing in consciousness. This yoga affords tremendous opportunity for growth. Have a blessed day, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. Namaskar.